The fastest woman alive over the 100 meters, Elaine Thompson Herah, battle Kambundji, Tamara Davis, and Richardson over the 100 meters at Luzern 2022. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. After this, sports analysis, where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready, yep, good to go. Well, the world's fastest over the 100 meters alive, the great Elaine Thompson Herah and Jamaica's Natasha Morrison will battle at Luzern 2022, the Luzern Athletics Meet. This race features Kambundji, Tamara Davis of the United States, and if she actually turns up, Kambundji Richardson. Now, Elaine Thompson Herah's last outing, well, it was somewhat of a disappointment. For the first time in since we've been aware of track and field, we saw Elaine Thompson Herah false start. Now, this was within itself a very bizarre sort of race. This was, of course, at the start of the women's 100 meters over there in Luzern just a few days ago. Prior to this race at the Commonwealth Games, she became the double champion over the women's 100 meters and 200 meters. Elaine Thompson's 10.95 was a meet record, as was her winning time over the 200 meters. That time was 22:02. Now, the Olympic double gold medalist over the women's 100 meters and the second fastest human being all time over the 100 meters with her remarkable 10.54. The closest any human being has been to the 34-year-old Flo Jobe 100 meter world record. We're going to be talking about that very soon in an upcoming video. As well as the third fastest woman all time over the 200 meters with her 21.53. Has not been in the best of form, but I think in the latter stage of her 2022 season, she has begun to get back into her groove. We were, of course, all looking forward to seeing her once again clash against Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Shericka Jackson, but unfortunately in Luzern, this was not to be. It was not in the cards. Now, this upcoming race, this, of course, is my 2 cents. The truth is, according to the stats, she should be the person who wins here. She seems to be rounding back into some kind of form. Her 10.95 on the adverse conditions at the Commonwealth Games tells us that she seems to be doing much better. And there is a rumor floating around that she ran 10 point. In fact, it's not a rumor. In her press conference for Luzern, she actually said she ran 10.5 in her one of her training sessions just prior to Luzern. Was this why Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce backed out of the race? Okay, I don't want to be mixed up because that's not what we do here at the channel. But anyway, that's what she said, so we don't know. But I was sort of looking forward to that race. So I am thinking that based on her, it's been a long season for everyone there. Kambundji, certainly, Richardson has had a very bizarre season, as she does in the last couple of years, and I'm not being disparaging to the young lady who I still think is talented. Tamara Davis, I think, may be her biggest threat in this 100 meters, as well as Kambundji, both Kambundji is consistently getting better, people. You cannot underestimate that little girl. And of course, the young lady, apologies, as well as the young Tamara Davis, who I think just turned 20 from the United States. So these, I think, are our two greatest threats. Morrison, I think, will round out at that top 4. So it looks as if the great Elaine Thompson Herah should, by our numbers, crunching the numbers, she should be able to walk away with a victory here if she is healthy and if the conditions are right. Now, I'm not, as I stated, I am not saying that the other athletes will not press her. Tamara Davis will press her. Remember, I tell you, do not take her lightly. She's very talented, that youngster. Munjinga Kambundji cannot be taken lightly. Richardson, if she turns up, because she often does not turn up, she's a kind of wild card, an outlier, people. You can never tell what kind of condition she's going to come in. She is talented, so you have no clue as to whether or not she's going to come fit or not fit, or even run, or might be there and not run. We just don't know with her. So she's I don't know. She's just it's just a bizarre. I don't even know how to say it. I mean, I really honestly don't know what to say about her. But she is a wild card, people. She is talented. She can run. It just depends on what kind of mindset and what kind of form she turns up there. But I think the people who will be pressing Elaine Thompson Herah in this instance, looking at the numbers as we often do here and crunching the numbers, should be Kambundji and Davis of the United States. Those two should be the two ladies. Now, if she said, and she said it out of her own mouth, I was watching that conference, and she said she had ran a 10.5 in a training. And she doesn't really do that kind of stuff. She's not a hype person. She tends to, I tend to get the vibe that in most instances, if she tells you she's doing something on the track, she's doing something on the track. So if she's actually running that kind of time, it means that she's rounding into form. And yeah, I'm going to say it. Is that one of the reasons? Because Fraser Price was right there. Is that one of the reasons why Fraser Price did not run in Luzern? Of course, many are going to attack. I'm just asking a question. I am not being disparaging. These are two of my favorite athletes. So I mean, it's something that struck me actually while I was actually laying down this vlog. Is that the reason why? Because in that press conference, she actually said it. She said, I ran 10.5 in a training session. And, you know, herself, Jackson, and of course, Fraser Price were right there in the room. So I don't know. I don't know, people. I really don't know. I'm just throwing something out here. But we think, crunching the numbers, Elaine Thompson Herah should have the advantage here. We just think she should win. But do not underestimate Davis of the United States, the youngster, as well as the youngster Munjinga Kambundji, one of our favorites here. Natasha Morrison, we think, should be in the top 4. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I would absolutely love to know your thoughts. Now, this race takes place tomorrow. That's August the 30th in Luzern, which is in Switzerland. And I would love to know your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!